Welcome back! A new month means a new headgear list, and for today's video, we'll be doing another damage test. I'll be testing the latest batch of headgears, the One-Eyed Captain versus the Nebelian Star. Let's see which one gives the best damage output. All right, what are we waiting for? Let's jump straight into the test. Here's the first batch of new Headgears for October, and as you can see, the voucher system is now implemented. I'm also removing the enchant from the Nebelian Star so we can get a more accurate damage test. Same as before, we'll run the test in Thanatos Tower, first on low settings, then on higher settings. For our first test, Nebelian Star still deals better damage compared to One-Eyed Captain. This is on low settings, so maybe that extra plus 200 ATK from the Nebelian Star buff is more effective than the plus 5% ignored DEF from One-Eyed Captain. Alright, now let's move on to the higher dummy setting. For this test, I'm lowering my Ignore DEF to check if Nebelian Star still gives better damage compared to One-Eyed Captain. The ideal Ignore def needed for Thanatos Tower Legend is 140%. So in this test, Nebelian Star sits at 136.5% Ignore def, while One-Eyed Captain has 141.5% Ignore def. For the final test, Nebelian Star still comes out with better damage. Even though One-Eyed Captain has more Ignore Death, that plus 200 attack buff from Nebelian Star is just stronger. But don't worry, One-Eyed Captain is still super useful. You can use it for farming since you won't have SP issues, plus it gives solid handbook stats. And if you don't have Nebelian Star, One-Eyed Captain is a great substitute. Overall, One-Eyed Captain is still totally worth it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more.